What's up? Monday, April 1st. Thoughts and prayers to all the people in the cubes. Maybe the worst day of the year.
Why?
April Fool's Day in the cubes?
It absolutely is.
Horrible.
Really?
It's also a bad day on social, but
Yep.
Wait. Why?
Oh, it's
Bro,
every
like,
office
fools
prankster
prank.
thinks they're so funny.
free pizza. We have free pizza today. Come by the desk.
My office never did that. That's
Oh,
why
I used to shudder coming into work on
No
April.
thanks.
Shudder?
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, someone's gonna say something stupid. You gotta pretend to laugh because you work with these people. It's just
I guess
brutal.
Mine was pretty bad people too, and they didn't partake in it.
Brutal.
All right.
Brought to you by DraftKings. The thrill and excitement of March Mania is here, and the DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbooks app, is giving new customers a shot to turn $5 into $150 instantly in bonus bets with any college basketball bet. You have obviously 2 games Saturday. You have the NIT. We still have NIT games going, right?
Tomorrow.
I saw some of those tomorrow. North Carolina listeners, don't forget, DraftKings Sportsbook is now live in your state. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code PICKCENTRAL. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code PICKCENTRAL. The crown is yours. So speaking of college basketball, we obviously have
Yankees 4-0. 4-0, boys.
against Houston in Houston.
Yup. Good weekend for the fellas.
Final Four. Grade it. In all seriousness, grade it. Because NC State, there's an outlier.
I'd say B.
You got an 8.5 spread. You got an 11.5 point spread. Grade it.
B.
Yeah, I would have said the same, like B.
It's not
B+.
that like I'm taking Duke would have added, I think, a little better of one. Fair,
100%.
but
I think there's the
For the name
there's the
brand, that's
potential.
Yeah, but I think having the Cinderella team is
that's what
interesting.
I'm saying. I don't think it does completely. I think Purdue is like what's the spread? 11,
8 for Purdue.
8. I don't know.
You have 3 teams who have been pretty much in the top 15, 20 all year long, and you have 2 who have been in the top 5 all year long.
Well, I think
Bama has been a top 20 team.
I mean,
all year long.
we have the strong potential for like an A+ championship.
Yes.
game, though.
Yes.
We could also have a
Literally, basically,
Yeah,
have,
you
I
never-
2 1
be a
seeds
rematch.
are highly likely to face each
But
other.
is that
Could be a rematch.
it-
Bama Purdue.
so? Here's the negative part.
Decided by 6 points.
everyone wants to see that.
The negative element,
Worse.
though, is that UConn is so much better than everybody else. Are those games going to be blowouts? Is that going to ruin any sort of suspense?
I don't know. I was
wouldn't
crunching.
think that they would blow out Purdue. You don't think that they would.
Okay.
Because they do match up with the big man, like the guards. I still think UConn beats them, but I don't know. That's the matchup everyone wants. Literally, no one wants any of the 2 other teams.
Well, Rico does.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know if he does.
I know how the public.
Does he?
I know how the public sees it.
Also,
public wants.
What about your
Public wants Purdue, UConn.
What about your boss?
100%.
That tweet sent shivers down my back. Even when you win, you lose. Is brutal. Look at this tweet. Getting that you're all excited. I don't. It's on our screen. Yeah. Even if you win, you still lose. It's brutal.
Yeah, but like that's par for the course.
Of course, but it's also, it's like
Yeah,
it's still in the back of your mind.
agreed.
He's $600,000 on UConn to win that game for $2.1 million.
That's the thing. It's not $600,000. It's $2 million.
Yes,
Yeah.
$2 million. It would be his biggest payout ever. Well, close, right? Michigan was a milli.
Yeah,
They
I
won $1
think
million out of
so.
Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like that's not a real like.
Oh,
$2
yeah,
mil-
well-
imagine like having a chance to win $2 million.
You got this guy next to you.
and you have a guy who went on a boat and was like, "Oh, I'm now gonna be a fan of this team."
Transcended.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, that-
Transcending basketball.
Yeah,
I've been in that spot before where, like, I mean, especially me when it comes, the Ohio State, Michigan, it comes around Black Friday and all that. So literally the entire company's rooting. I'm the only guy rooting for Ohio State that weekend.
yeah, but again,
And that's the cross you bear. No, but I'm saying that's
are
the
a
context
fan,
where
you know?
I like really like if he had a $600,000 future, I'd be hoping it gets just ripped to shreds. But me, it's like Bosco literally signed up yesterday. Yes, it's now like
that's
all of
a
a sudden
rival
it's-
of your team.
like I'm like I live in like no matter who the coach is. I'm
People
all
talk
in.
about me not going to Duke. I don't even know what yours is.
I'm more likable than you.
No.
You are more likable.
Guy.
That's crazy.
I feel like
The thing that no one is saying, Nate Oates, if Kentucky fires Coach Cal and Nate Oates goes there, he's wearing Kentucky gear tomorrow.
No, he said that.
instantly.
No, I'm saying I like it's obvious. Like
Oh, I know, but he said
he's been on record wherever Nate Oates goes, he just follows.
Yeah, that's awesome though. Like that's
No,
the route.
you're
That's
saying,
not
but it's
true.
that
but if he was in the
disinvested in
Bosco
Bama,
camp,
and then-
dudes would
I like how
hate
the people are like,
That's
oh, you
not
can't root
true.
for
Yes, it
sports
is.
a certain way.
You would
Like,
hate that.
I'm just in on guys.
No,
And my
it's-
guys are moving up in the world. Going from Charleston to Louisville, fucking Utah State to Washington. Like,
I
guys
mean,
are moving up.
See, like if Bosco's just true to the coach route, I can respect that. Like if he's just with Oates, like through and through, like he ditches Bama for Kentucky tomorrow, like I can respect.
He's gonna be
that.
coaching the Hawks and like.
Yeah, like
He'll be
that.
in the NBA
that's
so
funny in my
fast.
head.
If you never go on that boat ride, your life is
Oh,
totally
I
different.
disagree. I
Totally
think
different life.
you would never talk to him if you were not on that boat.
I disagree. I think I still would have. I bought into the system.
What?
The way that they play, he sold me.
What? Before you met him?
You're not a fucking. Recruit.
Are you a fucking moron?
After we interviewed,
Bro.
I bought into the system.
Rico.
I think the system works. You're seeing it now.
Rico.
Final Four.
Yeah,
Stop talking about the system.
makes you think from coaches who play from the
Oh my
inside
God.
out.
Oh, you mean coaches that have practices? Why don't you set up a practice, Rico? Instead of chirping, why don't you do
Alright,
something
fine,
productive?
fair enough.
Set up a fucking practice.
Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
It's a little bit of a hit.
Yeah,
know if
you
they
might
do
want a different
that.
salute.
Oh, I mean,
let's
do
end,
that.
don't end it with that. Don't.
Your
don't.
hand-
Don't.
It's the elephant.
Your hand's
It's
still
the elephant.
high there.
It's the elephant.
The roll part's fun. Don't. That.
It's the elephant.
That's not.
Oh my God,
Elephant.
that one right there, Rico.
It's the fucking elephant.
No, that's not an elephant. That's a GIF.
Shut up. Shut up. Elephant. Loses. Fucking elephant. Yeah, I think
As an out of context GIF.
I think a B.
The B.
B is probably accurate.
Yeah. A would have been like, I don't know, UNC being in there, I guess. I don't know. It's not a bad one.
think
It's better
this-
than last year.
Do we think the second weekend kind of saved the tournament? I don't want to say saved, but I mean the first 4 days were pretty bad. Second weekend, I feel like we had.
I thought I didn't think the first two was more like the second 2 days were
Yeah.
not great. There's a lot of blowouts, no like big upsets, but I mean it's still been like a solid tournament, but there's definitely been, I feel like there's been more chaos like most years than this year.
People are legitimately talking about how UConn has like just ruined men's basketball because they're so good. I'm like, that's the stupidest argument, but like it is crazy. Now they won 6 last year. They've won in the last 10 tournament games. They have beaten everybody by double digits.
I think 13 is the shortest margin of
The
victory.
dynasties are good in sports. They'll give you something to root against.
Oh, but the thing is, I don't know if many people are rooting against UConn right now. Like, I kind of am rooting for them.
Titus said this on his pod. I put out the clip, but like I agree. I think UConn, if they win this, it's got to get to the point where people start hating them.
They will next year.
That's what,
Oh,
well, that's what I was just gonna say to Marty before
Not-
he said that. Like
yeah.
if they win this one next year, people
Of course.
once you win 2, they'll start like rooting.
Yep,
against you.
that's usually how it works too.
That's what happened with Mahomes too. That happens to anybody that win. Once you win like
Warriors,
2 bucks, then you
yeah.
start.
People were rooting for the Yankees in '96 because they haven't been there in forever. By '99, people were like, "Fuck
I don't
this
think
team."
people have
People
any.
love Steph Curry, and all of a sudden now it's like, fuck this.
There was a bit- there's
Oh, that's the fan base as well.
Yeah.
Or quote
Yeah.
fan base.
There's a
Yeah.
built-in hatred with UNC, Duke, Kentucky. I don't think there's any built-in hatred to UConn.
Because they weren't
They're
like,
not
people are
they're not
good.
like a traditional.
That's what I'm
blue
saying,
blood. They're
yeah.
like a new age, like last 30 years.
That's
ago.
why I don't think people hated Nova. Nova had a great run.
Not really.
No, they didn't.
UConn,
Back to back, so different.
When was UConn's first title?
Well, that's
mid '90s,
That's
99.
99. Who was talking about UConn before then?
Yeah.
No one.
No one.
I was
Yeah.
living in that area. No one.
Besides women's basketball.
You know who people were talking about more was UMass because they had Marcus.
Yeah,
Camby.
they Marcus Camby.
Yeah.
UConn also in '99 beat Duke, right?
Yes.
And then 2004,
Massive upset.
Nobody hated them in 2004. Oh, and then the next one was Kemba's year, which everybody
Likeable.
loved them. Then they were like a Cinderella with Shabazz.
Yep.
Last year was like, oh wow, UConn's back on the mountaintop. This is cool. Now it's gonna be like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah, who was that big point guard they have? Everyone.
Solid
loved.
LME.
Yeah.
We're going to shock
Lovely.
the world.
People
They
will
were a
hate-
9-point dog that night, too.
People will turn. Hurley's not like, he's a guy that people will be like, fuck this guy now. When they're really good.
Yeah, but I think he's like a
if they win it this
likable
year,
maniac.
But if he wins it, no, people
Oh, when
will
they're-
still like him. But if he wins it this year, next year when he has his I mean, he goes nuts on the sideline.
Right.
They'll start clipping that. It'll start
Yep.
getting more traction. Be, oh, look at this asshole. Blah 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 blah.
America doesn't like three-peats.
But a bunch
It's
of
also hard in college. You don't know what's coming. Like, normally to get to a championship run of these two, now everybody leaves and it's like the rebuild.
I mean, he's already saying stupid shit, though. Like, he already said, like, it's not healthy for these players to be transferring and going to all these teams. 2 best players are transfers.
Right.
Like, he's just saying things that are so stupid. And it's like, what?
I saw, like, even Brad Underwood had a thing about this. Do you think that just because the coaches don't like the whole transfer rules, that they just, like, shouldn't get transfers?
No, but I think it's stupid to say things when it's true for your team. Like, if you don't have these 2 players, I don't think that, like, you have to say how it sounds when you're saying it. Like, I know you have to still, no matter what, you can say I don't like it, but thankfully I do have these players, but he's not. He's just, like, saying a statement, and it's like, well, buddy, you have 2 really fucking good players on your team that are making you this good, that are transfers, and that went to, like, 4 different schools.
Yeah. Yeah, because I saw Underwood. Did you guys see the Underwood quote?
Yeah, I
what
think
he
it's
said,
also
yeah.
stupid that the transfer portal is open during the tournament. It's
I
stupid.
agree with that, but he also, I agreed with what he said in the sense of, like, but University of Illinois has been, like, thankful for the transfer portal. Like,
Right.
we wouldn't be here without the portal, but, like, it is dumb to be open during.
So that's fair. See, yes, when you say what it is, thank you, but also this is stupid, is fine.
I agree.
Early is just like not healthy for these kids.
What's the early take?
But I think you can say that, I think saying it's not healthy doesn't mean it's like you're not utilizing it, or that it's not like good for
But
like your
just the
team.
way he's saying it is, I think, stupid.
Because I think there's a way where, like, a Tristan Newton, for example, I think he's like a good example where he was at ECU for like 3 years, went to UConn, is going to do like 2 years there, go to the draft. Where there's some guys that literally have played at like
Cam Spencer went to like 4 schools.
like 4 schools, and that's where I think it gets like weird when guys are literally, like, you're literally just transferring every single year.
That's just the new age. That's what's going to happen.
And even it's honestly all sports. Even I watched Saquon went on the Kelsey Brothers podcast, and he was saying like he went to he was visit Penn State like a few months ago or whatever it was, or maybe it was like even recently, like a few weeks ago, and he was saying just the energy is just so different. Like it's just the kids have just a totally different mindset.
Business
It's just fully they're just fully like businessmen. Like it's just so different. There's no like that traditional feel of like just camaraderie and all that he feels is just like way less than it was even when he was there like 6-7 years ago.
You don't buy into a program. You buy into what's best for you, right?
And it's this weird sort of like they kind of have to, because it's like
It is, right?
we're expecting them before to be happy with just getting nothing and just like be like good with it, and now they have some power and they can like.
Yeah, but
you
they
kinda
weren't
have to.
getting nothing at, like, I get it. I want them to get paid, but I'm saying like you would buy into a Duke program because you know what you're going to get out of it after, without the money.
I just think most 99%, I would say like 97% of these kids, this is like their best opportunity to make like the most money.
Oh yeah,
They're never like they might never make as much money as they will in these 3 years, 4 years, maybe after like ever again after.
How do you think that changes? I guess a general sports question, like especially you played college, the general bond of like that, like he was saying about Saquon going back to State Penn. Like you played with guys for 4 years. Like even if I wasn't tight with them off the field, like they were there for like I feel like nobody now your senior class is like not graduate. You know what I mean? Like
I thought
especially in basketball, they wheel guys out for senior day. None of them played. There's no like remembrance of like I remember Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson.
It's rare now.
I
It's
remember
definitely
Leitner
rare.
and Bobby Hurley being like that. Like that's kind of out. So just from a sociological or social aspect, like what do you think that affects locker rooms?
I mean, I haven't been back to my D3 school and talked to the football team, but I would assume that D2 and D3 or even lower level D1 is still.
Well, you don't have to talk about. I'm not saying division, but just the bond that you
I know,
have still with. Like a guy will hit you up out of nowhere, or you'll see a guy get married. Like you're more likely to.
Yeah, I assume
you have more of a connection to those guys you lined up with before.
Oh, of course. I assume that bond will still be there more than what you see for big-time D1 schools where it's a business.
I feel like
because it kind of has to be. Otherwise, you have nothing.
Like, is anybody really tight with each other?
They'll have managers and shit
not.
now.
Yeah.
They'll have legit like management teams, like basically
Not-
agents.
It's not even.
But if you do that at a D3 level or even low-level D1, you're just a douchebag.
I agree.
For sure.
It's like, do they even go out after games together? You know, I'm sure they do, but like, the you come in with
I can tell you that they do.
Recruiting class of freshmen of like 40 in
Kids that I know on these teams, they do still like go out, but it's still like it's different. Jesus, Joey. It's not even just the mid majors that are transferring and shit too. It's also like you have guys from Texas Tech who's scoring like 12 points a game going to just transferring. You know, like it's not like these big programs still don't know what to fucking do with these people. It's being a college coach right now fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But they also have to deal with it because they would go out and leave everybody, and those kids were fucked, and now those kids can leave. It's funny, like everyone from Charleston left, Utah State leaves, and I would too if my coach left.
Right.
The one thing people don't realize with the portal, though, like, you get also the mid-major jumps, like someone at a mid-major goes high level, but there's also the people that don't play a lot of minutes high level that go to mid-major. So, like, it does, I know, like, my program's benefited from that.
Right.
So, like, I think that's just something that people...
There's also too many guys for not enough seats is the thing they don't tell you about. There's a few guys they just tell to leave. Like, that's kind of fucked up,
End
too.
of year meetings.
But,
And
yeah.
next year is like that. Pretty sure the last year we'll have like really old people, right?
Right.
Like from all the
Because
coaches.
the COVID stuff.
It resets, yeah. So, early take on the lines. I know we just said that they're big.
Well, we're letting this guy to my left off the hook a little
I was like, hey, keep
bit.
going.
Yeah, the chat's
we're not going to roast this guy for
All right, fair.
for just saying that NC State had no chance and he got.
I was going
Miko
gambling.
Bosco.
I mean,
fucking-
I
I was going
Oh, that's
gambling
all right.
wise. I was leaning into the gambling.
DJ Byrne dropped his big hefty
did.
nuts on Marty's face last night.
DJ Burns. Yeah.
Was that like a little bit of the Duke
He's
fan
gonna
in him?
have such a good. He's gonna have a great career. Good for him, DJ Burns.
That was the first time I heard a big hefty nuts in a while. It actually stood true.
They're all pieces of shit.
Dropped the 29 piece on.
Yeah.
Duke. Sent him home.
State's-
Heavy nuts.
They suck so bad.
He's-
They don't suck.
he's
They
unbelievable.
beat Duke. I don't know if you know that they beat Duke.
Yeah. What percentage?
Smashed him too, not just like beat him, like
how
smashed
much-
him.
What percent did Duke shoot?
I don't know.
Oh.
Should probably score more
Well,
if
I
you
mean,
play
yeah,
basketball.
just, if you were good, they wouldn't.
Yeah.
But
Shots.
what is your argument though? I don't
Oh,
understand.
just because they played the worst game possible.
Kind of like Houston played the worst game possible against Duke.
How
Had
is
a guy
that
go
true?
down.
Well, no,
That's
yeah,
just
the
not
best
true at
player
all.
went down.
That's just 0% true. You know it's not true. They didn't
didn't
play the
play good.
worst
game possible.
No, they didn't. And also, Houston, we won. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Their best player had 2 points in 13 minutes.
You were winning.
He had 2 points in 13 minutes, right?
Okay, Marty. If
But,
you don't
yeah, I
think
mean,
that's-
okay, Marty,
you
they
don't think
won.
It was a completely different game without Shed. I mean, we were talking two
Completely
different sports.
different? I don't know.
Yes,
Two
he's
different
the best-
sports? No,
he's
you
the
guys-
MVP, he's the number-
You guys just can't let
he's the
Duke
second
have
best player in
anything.
the country.
Duke shot.
for him.
Duke shot better from three than NC State did in that game.
Yeah, do you know why, asshole?
Well,
They were better at 3
With the last 30 seconds, he had 4 threes.
Duke was phenomenal at cutting the lead to 10 in the last
Yeah,
minute.
so that that means nothing. They played horrible. They just didn't. Nothing was falling for them. It had nothing to do with NC State. Duke
I mean,
beat
well,
them.
they
They
literally
played against.
all joking. They literally couldn't guard Burns. They could not guard. They had nothing for him.
But-
Filipowski was getting toasted. Mitchell,
also-
Ryan Young toasted. It's true. It's true.
No, listen. Let me talk about it. Because one, yeah, we don't have a center. That's a fucking huge problem. That has been our huge problem the whole time. But
Even though Filipowski's like 7 feet.
he's not a. But you
He's
know,
like- yeah, he's
one
big.
is-
He's like 6'11".
One is a center. As basketball, that doesn't mean you're a center.
That
I mean, Dirk
have-
Nowitzki was 7 feet. He wasn't a
he
center.
should be able to get in there. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Filipowski ain't Dirk
He's
though.
just not a center. He's a.
No, but
Yeah, but he
Maybe that's
played
the
a center. Yeah, that's the huge
Right.
issue.
Maybe that's the issue.
Listen, what are you showing? I can't. It's on. We have a small
I'm
screen.
just showing the Duke.
The Duke.
He's listed 7 foot 250, showing heights,
What you got?
showing
But
sizes.
so do we not know basketball anymore?
I'm doing my job.
Just because you're tall means you're a center? Is that what we're doing here? Are we going to be a show that just morons?
I think it's more that you.
I also
you
want
your guy that's 7 foot 250. You
you
like him to be
can't
able
say
to guard.
DJ Burns is a center. Then he's 6'9", like 400 pounds. He's a left tackle.
What? Yeah, he also doesn't play center all the time. What are you
No, I know,
talking
but that's
about? So what do you? Did I ever say DJ Burns
I'm
is a
not getting
fucking
mad
center?
about. I'm not getting mad about.
You
this.
all. You
It's
literally
too-
just yelled.
I'm not
you
getting.
yelled.
I'm saying
You're
that
getting upset,
You
too.
can't
You're
say.
getting of course, I fucking lost, Ev.
You get upset.
Why the fuck wouldn't I get upset?
I'm just saying,
You
I
guys
think
are saying
you're-
shit about my team that I just lost, fucking miserable about, and you guys are saying stupid things.
No, but I don't think it's
Saying
stupid. I don't think
moronic
it's stupid
things,
to.
actually.
Big
I don't-
hefty
I don't think
nuts.
it's stupid to like want a guy that's 7 foot 250 to be able to guard DJ Burns. Like, I don't think that's like the craziest thing to be like. Will you think this guy could maybe do something with him?
Yeah, 100. You have 100.
Like he's not like. I think his point is he's not like. It's not like Burns. It's not like Burns is like Edie. Like he's not like
Burns isn't the
7'4", like-
reason we lost.
I mean, he was a big part of it.
He is.
He was a
Oh,
big
he
part
is,
of it.
guys. See, that's what I'm talking about.
He was a huge part of it. Like he definitely was.
He's a big part of it, but that's not the reason why we lost. The reason why we lost is that not one other player besides Jared McCain hit a three. That's a problem.
Right.
So no one's talking about that. It's DJ Burns.
Yeah, they
sure,
played
DJ
bad.
Burns is great. They played horrible. It wasn't because NC State
But
was
like NC
in their
State
face.
didn't really play like that good either. Like outside of Burns,
Second
like,
half, they
didn't
played
play
well.
Unbelievable.
Like they shot like 20-some% from three.
The second half, they
Like
played well.
they made big shots like in that like 10 minutes to like 4-minute stretch. They like
And Duke
the
made
game away.
none. Like that's the problem. They played horrible.
Morgan, the
NC
reason you
State, good
lost
for them.
is the same reason that you guys have been up and down, in my opinion, the entire year. Tyrese Proctor.
Yeah, they played horrible.
That was, and I think Filipowski, like, he was just getting so frustrated.
Getting frustrated because he has a fucking 900-pound man on him who sells vending machines.
Right, but
that's a problem.
That's what I was kind of like saying is Filipowski is 7 foot 250, can extend the floor, can shoot it from three, and he's got a 6'9", like 300-pound guy. You like just as like DJ Burns has like pros to like playing against Filipowski. Filipowski could have taken advantage of having DJ.
But let me
Burns
ask
on
you, DJ Burns would also switch on him, so that's not
him.
true.
Plan. So you're saying got outcoached?
No, that's just you just said something wrong, and I corrected you. You just
I'm saying, like, if you're saying
he
like,
covered Filipowski the whole time. So you think about getting beat down on the floor. Yes, no matter what, they knew that was the game plan. They played him twice already. It doesn't matter. Like, that's nothing to do with coaching.
he could-
When you
even
get
the game
pounded,
they lost-
pounded, nonstop down low, and then the guy who is not covering on the other side is tough. We knew that was going to happen no matter what. But we can't switch because we don't have a fucking center.
Is there a party that wishes you hadn't beaten Houston?
No, fuck no. That team's both.
So you know what I mean? Then you wouldn't have got embarrassed by NC State. That's what I'm saying.
When you get embarrassed,
Well, you did. I mean,
That's a stupid take.
embarrassed.
I know.
No, there is something.
I only ask. I only
Oh.
ask. I didn't have an
all right.
opinion.
No, I think that's crazy. You want to go? You
Of
want?
course, I agree with that.
But I will say this: there is something about the flip. You go into a game as a dog on Thursday night in the Sweet 16, and it's kind of like, all right, if you lose,
Supposed to happen.
100%.
Yeah, it's better to lose
now
to Marquette.
it also flipped for Bama. Like Bama had to win your favorite Saturday. Same with Duke. Now they had to win. You know, if they were a dog Thursday, now it flipped. You got to win or Friday.
But I'd rather lose to Marquette.
Gotta win
Yeah,
something.
I'd rather lose to Marquette than
Right,
NC
yeah.
State. But
Yeah.
because NC State's pieces of
Like
shit.
Tennessee, Purdue, like Tennessee Thursday night, they were supposed to win that one. Then you're playing with house money. You get what I'm saying?
No, I
You know
get,
what
I,
mean? Like,
I get what you're saying, but I
it's a
still would
big
rather
flip.
win.
And the bigger the seed, the bigger the bigger the pressure. Maybe that's what it was with Duke as well. Like you're playing an 11.
Did you know,
like,
and to speak about transfer portal, not one starter from NC State started their career at NC State. That's crazy.
yeah,
that
there
is
something.
crazy.
I mean, that's
I think they have. I'm pretty sure a lot of the guys were first like small school guys.
Dude, DJ
he
Burns,
was a Winthrop-
everyone's,
Winthrop guy,
Cinderella,
yeah.
he was the number 3 recruit in the Zion Williamson.
I was going to
recruiting
ask that as a
class.
trivia question. Who's number 2 in that class out of South Carolina?
wait, out of the state, you're saying?
Yep, there we go. Duke's got it.
Who was it?
No way, he was the third in the country.
No, in out of South Carolina
State.
high
Southern
schools.
Okay,
He's a 4-star.
Who was number 2?
Aaron Neesmith.
No idea.
he's on the. He went to Vanderbilt.
It's on the Pacers.
I knew he's in the NBA. But yeah,
Listen,
Burns, yeah, he was at
fucking
Winthrop.
Make the league.
Fuck them. The good thing is Duke's not going to lose one game next year. Cooper Flagg's like the best player ever. And I'm going to be an asshole next year because all of you are assholes. I didn't even look. I haven't looked at my Twitter in 2 days. 20 plus every time I go on. I just scroll down because it's so mean.
Well, did you see your tweet before
Well-
the NC State game?
Did you see my tweet before every game?
Well, yeah. You said there was no chance that Duke would lose.
I'll be honest, I thought there was zero chance.
Yeah, so
No, I don't
obviously
blame you.
people
I
are going to
mean-
cold freezing.
Well, yeah,
takes
but
you.
also but nothing. You go. It is funny, like when you are right about something here, and no one cares.
Of course, that's
That
just the
is-
way. That's the
that's
way
just
social media works.
100%.
It's hard to be right, though.
Huh?
It is hard to be right.
Well, you're always wrong.
It's hard to be right.
You've been wrong quite a bit.
Yeah, it's been.
I don't know. He's not wrong. He's got the hottest second hottest head coach. Oh, he's got both head coaches in his back pocket. 2 hottest head coaches. in the
I've had
NCAA.
some. I've had some where I'm dead on, like the Astros' future a couple years ago. I was like, you're never gonna get that.
And the Blue Jays.
The Astros actually hit.
And when you had the whole golf
The
thing.
Blue Jays don't blow that fucking series or get into the playoffs. They're there, so they blew it the last day of the season.
Regardless, fuck sports.
Marty, your tweet: NC State fans just give up It was so nice you got here, but you just have no chance.
It's all right.
Yeah, like I don't.
People are gonna say like that's gonna be.
Money's like, why are they mean to me? Why are they being so mean to me? I don't get it.
Like, it's one thing to root once the game starts, but the thought process of you always like pointing your flag is like crazy.
Are you fucking serious?
I want to shut. I want to shut up all the haters.
Who are you talking about?
I don't-
They could say it, because honestly, well, not him either. He can't say shit. You can't either. Maybe you.
Me?
Maybe you.
Yeah.
You say when you get excited about your teams, you say outlandish shit. You literally get on your knees when your team does crazy shit,
After.
and you have the biggest
Before
hat
the
in
game,
world
I'm not.
when your team's playing. So blow me, all of you.
Before the game,
You're
I'm
supposed to.
Yeah.
You're supposed to a certain point.
Yes,
That's fair.
Your
100%.
timeline was hilarious.
Yeah.
My timeline was very fun.
I'm just gonna
NC
go
straight.
through it.
And
You're right about Juan Soto.
On Soto,
Can't give you that one.
he's gonna
I'm
be.
going through it.
4-0. He's 4-0.
NC State is so soft. Stomp on them now. I'm going to paint my nails for Jared. This man is the best shooter.
Wait, stay right there. We have a basketball game tonight. I bought blue and white nail polish, and I will not be wearing it anymore.
Makes sense.
so you
you
that's a
still
lie,
should
then.
ride that.
You said you're gonna paint your nails for
It's
him.
gone.
Yeah, he's going to the league.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not going to paint a guy who is leaving. The flag paints
Getting
his
some,
nails.
some live retweets.
No, you missed one.
And
Dude,
NC
you missed the best one. You got to go down
Bookmarked
further.
my tweet.
Juan
Keep
Soto
going.
MVP.
For low cap.
No, keep
reports.
going. This one is right there. This one here. I want to shut up all the haters.
Yeah, that's the one.
That was before the game.
NC State
Exactly.
is trash, and the run is
They are trash. They got lucky.
But the run did not end there, though. So
I understand, but they're
yeah,
still
so it wasn't really an
trash.
accurate tweet.
Very trash.
That guy O'Connell kind of gave Jeremy Roach problems.
Yeah. Just keep tweeting Juan Soto. You'll be all right.
NC
Dude,
State
honestly,
kids
I
just
think
give up.
honestly something with NC State, I feel like people aren't even saying they had to make a like buzzer beater 3-point bank shot in the ACC tournament, like in the middle of the ACC tournament, like only the second
trash.
round.
No,
Like, what was the third round? It was against Virginia.
I feel like it was this.
We watched Malice. We
maybe
watched
it
that.
was
We had to watch Malice like literally
the
bleed out
quarters?
slowly.
Was it the quarters?
They won maybe a game or two. NC State
it was
before.
It was the
Was it second round of ACC tournament?
no, it was the
Semis.
third.
Semis.
Semis?
Was it the semis?
They
Virginia
won.
game?
They beat Louisville, then they beat someone trash, then they beat Duke. And
I thought they played Duke after Virginia.
no.
Okay, so that was. But regardless, they had to hit a shot like that, and that was just a tie, and then win in overtime, and then go on this insane run. They have the most losses in history to go to a Final Four.
Yeah, because they're horrible.
14, the most losses ever for a team
Really?
in the Final Four. Yeah,
Sometimes you
ever.
just figure it out.
History of college basketball.
playing that
What's the lowest seed to make the Final Four?
11.
Is it 11?
Is it 11? Didn't George
Mason?
George Mason,
George Mason was an
were they
11.
11? I thought they
George
were.
Mason was an 11.
See, that's when you were talking about the Final Four too. I don't know what you guys think, but
No,
I do
12,
like
is that
having
right?
NC State.
No.
I think NC State as like a high major, but an 11 seed, so you kind of get that Cinderella,
Yeah.
but not really a Cinderella. I don't mind those types of teams in the Final Four.
I don't either because they can usually hang physically by the
Right,
they can.
Right.
I'm not. This is Purdue. NC State's just like kind of a weird ass Final Four game to me.
Yes.
It is for sure.
Like it's just not something where you're like
Edie's taking names.
UConn, Alabama. I will say is like I'm excited for that game. I think UConn's gonna beat the shit out of them, but I'm excited that Bama has that chance to just shoot the lights out, and they could, but I just don't find. I don't know how Purdue. I don't know how that happens. I really don't.
Honestly, say it. So then I'm saying NC State going to the national title would be incredible.
If
I think they
Alabama,
get boat raced by UConn, but
everybody.
if Alabama wins,
not for UConn future holders.
For
if Alabama
UConn,
wins,
no.
I have a question for Rico. I've never been in this situation in my life. How do you say something to someone who just lost $2 million because of your team?
don't.
Well, lost 600,000.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but
You don't count the money before it's in your
don't know.
pocket.
I really-
Lost 600K.
I don't know.
Which is still obviously a disgusting amount of money.
I've
have
never
no
been in
idea.
this situation. So I'm just asking. I didn't know what you.
I have no idea. Because if it got, let's say we were up like 6 with a minute,
Yeah.
and it got to free throws.
Yeah.
Like, I think I would turn it off and I would, like, stop. I don't think he would stop saying shit. And his shit could be mean. So then I don't know what to do.
No, but
Fair and honest.
I don't know what
but
to
he,
do.
I don't think if he's
Because at a certain point, though, also, like, if you keep, I don't know, if, like, he did lose 600,000. It's like the guy at the craps table who wins, like, $5, and you stand next to him, and you're like, and, like, it's like Tony Soprano. He's like, guy probably won $40. Like, it's reading the room. The guy did just lose 600,000. If I'm still fucking doing elephants, like, he has every right to like
Hitless.
responsibly stab me in the eye. So like, I don't know what you say. You know.
Well, see, that's the burden of. I think if they were your lifelong team, I think you could.
Agreed. I know where I lay with that as well.
It's like I promise you,
like you don't even
Ohio
root for the
State.
team.
I would
You
be
root-
fucking.
Yeah, I mean the
I'd be
jokes
like,
they write
oh.
themselves. Yeah, like you root for the coach, you're fucking.
Again, that's that is.
But that's why it's way different. You're in a
Michigan, Ohio
different spot.
State is like
Yeah.
he's not even like if he bets Michigan doesn't matter. Like that's your rival. Like this is a guy again, just
Right.
a nice boat,
Yeah.
and it's truly funny. And I will give you content wise, and you do like them. You do like Oates. You do take it seriously. So I'll give you that. But it's still insane.
Yeah.
Marty, I said after the game, I go, what do you think if somebody walked up to Nate Oates and they were like, what's up with Rico Bosco just being like obsessed with you? I'd love the Nate Oates like reaction. Just
I
being like,
wanna-
I have no fucking.
I think
want a
he'd give a
real Nate
PC
Oates.
like he supports
I want
us.
a real
like,
Nate
we, like
Oates
we love
fan,
Rico. Like
He's you're a foxhole.
Rico, good guy.
You have like what's your plan?
I think people do know I'm a foxhole guy.
well, not fully.
You might leave me. In the
Yeah, he
foxhole,
is
but
a foxhole.
You'll be in there.
He
with
might
a
leave.
little-
Yeah, he might hop out and leave it on prick of a grenade and just leave it in there and just
Yeah.
kind of go to
Then
the next
hop back
foxhole
in.
and say,
Yeah.
"Hey, I've always been in this
He'll
foxhole."
ask what's going on out there, and then whoop, back in.
Yeah.
Foxholes have a periscope
See if
guy. I'm
somebody has a
definitely a
foxhole.
periscope guy.
If anyone else got any foxholes around, but
Definitely,
let's just get
I'm
back
definitely
in.
periscoping. I definitely look. You know. but we'll see.
What's your like? This is
It's
like a
hard. I mean,
Super
it's
Bowl.
we know from New
work
Orleans.
wise
Like,
you got shit.
yeah, but team wise, like
Any
there's not a lot of
breakfasts?
access to the teams.
Any breakfasts ready? Any,
We'll see, yeah.
Any coaches?
Oh, I thought you meant like with the team. The team's
No,
gonna
no,
be
I'm
like
not talking
isolated
about
off. I don't expect
Alabama,
to
you
be.
can't- I don't think they're gonna.
Yeah, I don't think
into
I'm-
practice or like
Yeah, right.
locker room.
Right.
But no, I'm saying.
I could get in the locker room.
all right. What? Any coaches on the horizon of like any dinner?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my. I just want to reconnect with some of my guys who've moved up in the world. But then, yeah, try to find the next guys.
Have
know?
you texted anybody yet? Sprinkle.
People that texted me, "What's your plans? When are you getting out?"
I haven't. Did you
I
text
saw-
first?
I saw one.
Did you text first?
What? No, they texted me.
Who?
Different people in the business.
I saw one, Marty. You'd be jealous. I
Do you
think.
get to town?
Jealous?
This whole
Yeah, I
day.
think.
Let me see if I'm jealous. Would I be jealous?
No, you wouldn't care.
Nah, you wouldn't care at all.
Oh,
The
yeah.
other one,
Which one?
I'll talk it later.
Oh yeah.
What are we talking about? Are you meeting
talk later.
people?
Non-power 5,
Oh, I could give a fuck. I could probably give a fuck if it was unless it was John.
power 6 in college basketball. I guess power 6, non-power 6.
Going back to NC State for a second, I think this is crazier than the free throw. The fact that this was the game on day one of the conference tournaments. 4 minutes to go.
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Louisville was dog shit this year. That is insane.
Crazy.
Like, I remember watching that game, and NC State ran away with it at the end. But I remember it being
17.
close.
They were 10th in the ACC.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And
Let-
there was one
Good
more
for them.
Go ahead, give me one more.
Good for them.
Dude, the coach was about to get fired.
Yeah.
He won himself the 2-year extension by winning the ACC tournament. He's gonna get a fucking huge raise. He's gonna get a
He's got a lifetime.
like this is he's gonna go down like this is one of the great runs in college basketball history.
Up
Now,
there
if
with
you're
Jimmy V.
that's such a weird
Yeah.
thing, though. You're the AD.
NC
like,
State.
The guy
And
was.
they had beaten
the
Duke
guy
on
was
Easter, I think,
minutes.
in his run too.
If you're the AD, it's so hard because the guy was minutes away from being fired, and now he went on this
do anything
miracle
about
run. I could see both sides. If now people are beating down your door, like extend him. It's like, well, he was the same guy 3 weeks ago.
Wait a second, Rico. That's an interesting point. Is this Destiny vibes like Jimmy V in '83?
Maybe.
Imagine if DJ Burns is hoisting the national title trophy.
That's crazy.
That's a win for fat guys all over just the planet Earth. I mean, this guy's unbelievable.
Yeah, obesity needs victories.
we need a
When
couple
they
up there.
can.
He would be a legend. What does this say?
Can I play this for you?
Yeah.
This is NC State player post game talking about like motivation and shit. I think it was pretty cool.
So after we lost at UNC in Chapel Hill, you know, we felt like we let the game go. But first thing that was said in the locker room, Casey and Mike said, we're going to go and win the AC tournament, and they're going to make it 30 for 30 on us. And so ever since then, we've been saying 30 for 30. And it's just been this constant belief, like, we got the AC tournament, we're going to win the AC tournament. So I got to give a credit to them. I was a big believer. Like, I always brought the energy, like, yeah, we're going to do it, we're going to do this. But I got to give a credit to Mike and Casey. Their belief from the jump was amazing.
That is true with the belief. Like you could win the ACC tournament.
Yeah.
You could pretty much beat anybody until you reach UConn.
And on the way there, they beat Duke literally on the way there, so they see Duke in the Elite Eight. They're not like scared.
Are you gonna watch that 30 for 30?
They're like,
Marty?
we beat them 2 weeks ago.
They're not gonna. They have no chance of it.
Reduce.
I think it's going to be survive in advance, too.
Reduce
You
taking
said
names.
this
They have 0%.
not very long ago.
Reduce taking names.
Zach Edey's gonna make DJ Burns look like he's 4 feet tall.
They're not. Burns ain't guarding him.
Let's go.
They can't. They
He's
can't
gonna
let Burns
guard
get in
him.
foul trouble. They
He's
can't let
gonna-
Burns get in foul trouble like
He's
that.
gonna
They
cover
can't.
him.
Who? Edie's gonna cover him.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Is make him look like he's 4 foot tall,
too
looking
quick.
like Clemmer.
It's too quick.
Well, I'm not. I'm
Too quick.
I'm
Yes.
6'2", Marty. I'm not 4 feet tall. No, I don't weigh very much.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna make him even look skinny.
That-
You can't be able to.
Burns
That's
is
how
too
big.
quick. That footwork.
That's how big Edey is. And
It's
also
between
refs
fast and
love.
quick.
Refs don't call fouls on him and calls fouls against for the other team against him.
Yeah.
This is funny. This is the Viceroy account. I think
All right,
this-
let's move on, huh? Let's
this
move
is-
on.
This
yeah.
is the Viceroy
Was
account.
a good
Did you see
tweet.
this?
Let's move on.
I'd say it was a good tweet. All right, let's dive into gambling specific for a little while here every day. So we're not doing hot ice, being now with the time change, different things like that. But there's baseball every day. You got baseball guys. We'll do the same kind of format. Dog of the day, best bet, different parlays, matchups that you have. We got the hit parade going every day. We lost yesterday because we headed Frank. There's just no doubt about it.
I mean,
How stupid are you guys?
Well,
no, that's stupid. That's
Easter.
stupid.
It's Easter.
No, I love you guys. You're doing so well. Who adds Frank the Tank to keep a winning streak
The
going?
thought had crossed my mind.
Now I think it's more hilarious if we rattle off 4 in a row more.
You probably
Let's go
will.
4 more.
Hope
Guys,
so.
you guys are on such a hot streak. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe
You're
it.
gonna lose
I
some
didn't take
days.
it.
It's-
I didn't take it because
Yeah,
of it.
You know.
So the hit parade today is Muncie, Rutschman, and Altuve plus 239. Smitty, I'll open it up to you in terms of we'll go around the room. Dog of the day.
my dog of the day, it's going to go against Clemmer, but the San Francisco Giants. I usually stay away from the Dodgers at home for rightful reasons. They are a powerhouse. But the money line opened at 188 is now 170. And the money speaks. We have 44% of the bets and 97% of the money, including most of the sharp money on the San Francisco Giants.
What do you like about Keaton Wynn? The guy had an ERA of 4.8, I think, in AAA last year.
So for everybody
the
else,
Dodgers last year.
for everybody else who is listening, I followed the money on this one. So the money line
That's
went
all
from
you're looking-
188 to 170. It's the biggest underdog of the day, I think, to get value. And 44% of the bets and 97% of the money, including the sharp money, is on the San Francisco Giants. That is what I like about this.
That's the only thing you like. There's nothing you like about the matchup.
So for everyone who is listening,
I understand.
Clemmer,
We heard.
I followed the money.
Did you hear what I said? I said, is there anything else you liked? Listen to what I'm saying. Is there anything else you like? Don't talk down to me, motherfucker. I said, is there anything else you like?
So for the audience that was listening and everybody else on the
Do you know what the word else means, you blockhead? Anything else?
so the money
All right, exactly.
on this
Nothing else you
game.
like.
Little bit of a Sunday night baseball hangover. I could see that.
Clemmer, I started off saying I usually don't bet against the Dodgers at home, but when the money
You didn't say that, but that's
Did.
fine.
Thank you, Rico. When the money is that much in one direction, I am following the money, and the money today is
I
on the
understand
San
that. I said, is there
Francisco
anything
Giants.
else?
Could you repeat the money again? I didn't get it. Yeah.
Else.
44% of the bets and 97% of the money, including the sharp action, is on the San Francisco Giants. The money line went down from 188 to 170. Therefore, I will be placing my dog of the day on the San Francisco Giants for anybody who is listening.
Clemmer, you're a dog of the day.
Yeah, I'm taking a player. I didn't love any of the any of the dogs, so I'm taking Freddie Freeman to get an RBI. It's plus 140. Freeman is 3 for 3 against Keaton Wynn, who's pitching for the Giants. Who Smitty obviously really.
No, he was 0-6
lot
last year in AAA.
Yeah, I told you that. He faced the Dodgers too last year, by the way. The last start of the year, he gave up 6 runs in 5 1/3 innings. So
That's
good luck
good.
with that.
What does the money say about the game?
The money that you read off, I'm sure it says something.
Well, for those who are listening, 44%.
But I like Freeman to get an RBI. You got
97%
Mookie
of
Betts
money.
and Shohei Ohtani ahead of him, plus 140. I like that a lot.
And there are 162 games in the baseball season. The Dodgers will, in fact, according to Chris Clemmer, win every single one of
I
them.
never said that. I think they'll beat a guy that didn't win a game in AAA last year. So, yeah, I like that. I never said they're not going to lose a game.
Forgot how much they argue. We've been talking so much college basketball, so they haven't
They've just been
Well,
waiting.
he's
waiting for.
we haven't gotten to the Mets yet.
That stinks.
That's a horrific.
Stink.
I'm gonna take
Yeah, they do.
I'm gonna take the D-backs plus 105. I know the Yankees are scathing hot.
That's crazy.
It's not that crazy.
That's crazy.
You can't win them all. I'm gonna take the D-backs plus 105. Ev.
I'm going with the Rangers. Not a crazy dog. They're plus 102 right now on the DraftKings Sportsbook. But I mean, Dunning's a solid, reliable starter. I still really like this Texas lineup. I don't think the Rays, obviously, other than just being the home team in terms of batting last, obviously Rays no like real home field advantage or anything like that. Give me the Rangers plus 102.
Marty.
I'm going with the Royals plus 135 against the Orioles.
Interesting.
Michael plus 140. Walker against Dean Kremer.
Dean Kramer, he's pretty good.
He's fine.
Walker.
Orioles had a big letdown yesterday.
And the Kansas City also scored 11 runs yesterday. So I feel like they're going to roll off of it. But yeah, the Orioles lost to the Angels, who are one of the worst teams I've ever watched play baseball, and I like it.
I'd like to apologize to Clemmer. I said that the Giants were the biggest underdog of the day. They are not. The Rockies are plus 190.
Oh, love it.
So off of
White Sox, I think, are big. That's early.
White Sox, the biggest underdog today.
I know, Braves are minus like.
Careful with those Chicago games. That might get rained out.
220.
They're both Chicago games. I'm on the White Sox money line or run line, but the games could go rained out.
off of Marty's best bet of the day or dog of the day, I'll make it my best bet. I'm taking the Orioles. I know it's minus 155. Off of that loss, not a good effort yesterday. I'm taking the Orioles against the Royals. Smitty, best bet.
Best bet, same line of thinking, and I hate myself for doing it. The Mets, minus 135. Sean Manaea, veteran, on the bump.
Manaea.
Shut the fuck up.
Sean Manaea. He's been around the league. He's 32 years old. He's a veteran. Look, they're at home against the Tigers. Tigers, 3-game sweep against the White Sox. They're riding high. They need to come back to earth a little bit. The Mets, Clemmer, they need to win a fucking game, or else
they got to get on the board.
Yeah, they got to get on the board.
Not even winning. They got outplayed defensively,
Yeah.
outpitched, outhit. I went to 2 of those games. The Brewers just disseminated them piece by piece.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
they're very good at singing and dancing.
I will take it back. I will take it back only on this stipulation. Is Frank going to the game
Today? I don't think so.
today? Okay.
Oh, I don't know. He might actually. There's a giveaway. He might. It's a rugby shirt giveaway day.
Okay, it is a lock. My lock of the day, if or what do we call it? Sorry,
The best bet.
The best bet of the day. If Frank the Tank does not go to the game, if Frank the Tank goes to the game, washed. I'm not betting it.
Yeah. Were you mad at Alonzo going to the concert or no?
I wasn't thrilled.
I actually think that's insane that anyone would care about that.
I wasn't thrilled, but it didn't I was more upset that we're fucking around with Reese Hoskins and what are we doing?
He pulled a Carl and said, "Hey, Mr. Cohen, I'm gonna fuck your dad in the ass."
Sung on stage.
Reese just absolutely went banana land.
I also didn't realize how much of a history he had of just dominating the.
Oh yeah.
I was unaware that he had just been the
Also,
Mets daddy for the last.
Throwing at him
however many
down,
years.
throwing at him in the 6th inning.
Yeah, not the
losing
first.
Is such a loser.
That was crazy.
And you have the booth, including Keith Hernandez, all-time great Cardinal, calling for his head. You got to throw at him.
I actually am okay with throwing at him in the 1st inning.
Yeah.
I'm not
First
hitting
base
him.
was open.
Yep, that it was.
The 1st inning.
In the first inning, was stuck in third,
That's
2
what I'm
outs.
saying. Just do it then. Don't have to hit him. Just throw behind him. Whatever you want to do.
There was a cupcake right down the cock, and he just turned on
Luis
it.
Severino
Yeah.
just gave up 12 hits in 4 innings.
I'm so glad.
Oh, yeah, Reese.
Enjoy him.
Reese hit a home run against you guys in what, 2022, 2021, and took 50 seconds
That was
around the base. It was
29
wonderful.
2019.
Was it 2019? Yeah, it was.
That's a
it was
long
awesome.
time ago.
It was a long time ago.
McNeil didn't look great during that.
No.
He didn't.
I like McNeil, too.
Yeah.
Best bet is the Dodgers run line. James Paxton is pitching for the Dodgers. Giants are terrible against the lefties. I think Matt Chapman's 1 for 19 against Paxton, something crazy like that. And then we talked about Keaton Wynn, obviously. I like the Dodgers a lot tonight.
I just interjecting really quick. I just happened to look up Keaton Wynn, just looking for anything on the internet on Keaton Wynn, and somebody actually responded to your bet today, Clemmer.
Okay.
And they said you don't know ball.
Okay.
I
Really
just found-
stings.
No. I'm pulling it up. I want you to get
Dumbest. That is the dumbest thing. You don't know ball. Then say why I
it's
don't
the
know
best
ball.
thing.
It's this dumbest thing. It's such a lazy way to speak. If Clemmer knew ball, he'd know hitter-friendly inflated numbers in the PCL. Okay, then why was he 0-6? I guess he was the only one that had to deal with it.
So I guess wins and
Now,
losses
Keaton
are the
Wynn-
only thing. Are wins and losses the only thing that matter in baseball
And
now?
Keaton Wynn flashed great stuff at the
argue
big league.
Yeah,
Flashed
should
great
Felix,
stuff.
should King Felix have won that Cy Young?
And
winning 10 games or 11 games.
So 2 things here. First off, he flashed great stuff. Not against the Dodgers in that last start when he gave up 6 runs and 5 1/3. And also, look at the name of that tweet. This guy's obviously biased. This guy loves the Giants.
I don't know ball, so I don't know.
Counterpoint, he's tapped in with the Giants.
Ooh.
He just knows Giants
I
baseball.
guess we'll see. I'm 3 in a row for a toasted potatoes, trying to go for 4. We'll see if it happens.
Clemmer, at counterpoint, the ball in AAA is different than what it is in the major leagues.
And
It's a super juiced environment in AAA. That's why you see guys like Mark Vientos and Tomas Nido actually hit in AAA.
I understand how AAA works, Phil.
I didn't know if you knew the ball was different down there.
Jake Cave, AAA Slayer.
Thank you, Smitty.
I understand.
How you pronounce his name?
Jake Cave.
Yeah. Just making sure.
Scott Kingery, AAA legend.
Well, yeah, that's another story. Different game.
I understand AAA is different, Phil. Thanks. Explain the 0-6 record again.
I can't explain that.
Okay, thanks.
I hate the fact that you're going to make me just stay up now to 3 a.m. to watch this fucking game.
I think I might be tapped in.
All of a sudden,
I'm tapped in.
I'll be up. I watch all of them.
I know. Now,
And that's why maybe you should listen to me, because I actually watch these fucking games.
Guys,
But that's fine.
With the pitch clock, this game could be over at midnight.
that's true.
They are moving fast.
all of a sudden, Giants Dodgers on Game 4 on April 1st has become now a line.
Yeah.
A line in the
Line in the sand.
a line in the sand game.
Have best bet.
Oh, Clemmer got me worried that it might get rained out, but it is. I took the over 9 in the first game in Braves White Sox.
On my card too. I love it.
I mean the Braves. I mean this lineup just absolutely mashes. I like the matchup for them.
Chris Flexen is terrible.
I'm basically hoping here that they can go get me like 7
Yeah.
at least in that the White Sox and chip in at home, chip in a few runs. That's what
Plus, it's plus money right now too.
I think right now in DraftKings it's 9 minus 105. I have 9.
I took the
over 9 game 1 White Sox Braves.
I took the run line first 7 innings. It's minus 115 for the Braves. If you're worried about rain or whatever.
Run line.
Yeah.
Or the bullpen. Marty, best bet.
I have 2. I'm taking the Yankees because they're the best team in the world. The real one, though, is the Pirates.
Pirates are rolling.
4-0. The
Won yesterday,
Nationals
too.
are trash. The Nationals went, I think, what was it? They're 1-2 against
They had a big
Reds.
comeback in the one game against the Reds.
Reds. Pirates, listen, they're scrappy. I'm going for 5-0 for both teams.
Okay. Anybody else in terms of cards? Let's run through it
Oh,
now.
I have a play.
Okay, go ahead.
Ellie De La Cruz home run plus 900.
Okay. He got a triple yesterday.
Interesting.
Right? Had him in the hit parade. Triple yesterday?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I've also have Braves White Sox over 9. Orioles, I'm with you. Rico, money line.
Yep.
I'm big on the Astros today too.
Those are some juicy ones.
It is juicy,
160 is a juicer.
but it's baseball. It's baseball.
Yeah.
If you feel good,
I
you
just
feel
can't
good.
do it. I'm sorry. I cannot take 160. It kills me.
Yeah. Speaking of 160, Bowden Francis under 4.5 strikeouts, minus 160. The Astros minus 1.5, plus 142, as well as moneyline minus 142, and then the Giants. Oh, and look at this game: Tristan McKenzie on the bump tonight. The under in Seattle under 8.
Clement, rest of the card.
Yeah, I said the Freeman RBIs, Dodgers run line, and the Braves run line first 7 innings.
And Sean Manaea over 6.5 Ks plus
Just
1
on the
or 5.5 Ks.
I'm just on the
plus
2. Ev, anything else?
Yeah, I'm on the Orioles too, so I know it's minus 155.
You guys
But
are disgusting.
it's baseball season. It's just a different game. The only thing I'll take juice lines like this are baseball and UFC. I will too in the right matchup. But yeah, no, I just think the Orioles. They're as much as they're in the division, all that they're just really good.
No.
And in the
90 wins.
in the women's, Angel Reese, Iowa goes down today. Love LSU. I was there for the incident last year with Dave had all the money on Iowa for the Natty. I had to sit there in silence with my LSU bet. I've said love going to LSU. My favorite place to visit. If I could never go to Ohio State, I'd choose another school. It'd be LSU. Go Tigers.
Yeah, you got anything else, Marty? Or you
I have Iowa because Angel Reese isn't even the best player on her team. So she'll get dominated today. I'm going with the.
So you say you like Iowa?
Yeah, I like Iowa.
That's a big one tonight. I wanted to end the show
LSU,
on that.
baby.
That is
LSU.
I got Yankees. I have the Braves minus 1.5. I have the Pirates. I have the Royals. And I also had one more really fast. Guardians. I have the Guardians.
okay.
Guardians had a good series.
Mackenzie's might not like give up.
Yeah, he's really good.
He only had 4 starts last year, but when he's on,
He's
really good. And that Mariners lineup didn't look great against the Red Sox in that series. They ended up with 2-2 and had some trouble scoring some runs.
Yeah. That's a big one tonight. That women's game is a classic already.
That's gonna be the most viewed game for like if we talk about how they've been getting good ratings. It's gonna be by far the. I think if Caitlin Clark loses, this will be the biggest rated game of the season, no matter what.
If she loses,
Yeah, I'm saying because I think her title game, if they win her title game, could maybe eclipse it. But this is, I mean, the amount of drama and like they had
if she gets
so
to the
much
title
beef
game,
last year.
it will.
Angel Reese fucking in her face the whole last like few minutes, just mocking her. Now a rematch. Also, let's call it what is. There is like, listen, there's some like racial. It's they're become a little bit like a lot of black players on one team, a lot of white. It's just a lot of like just something America just like gravitates to. It's just
There's off the court shit with
incredible.
LSU like popping off.
Yeah, the Mulkey thing happened.
Yeah, that
It
article.
was nothing.
It was
to her
nothing.
players.
And literally, they said the
No,
thing.
I'm saying, why did she come out and say? I thought she was like, it was going to be the
No, I think
worst thing in the
she had
world.
heard. I think she had heard it was going to be like.
How they dealt with it was
The
scummy. The
committee-
same kind of stuff Dave had to
Yeah,
deal with.
yeah. No, 100%. I'm not on
Did the
the
committee
side of
fuck
the
up?
thing.
Did the committee fuck up putting
No.
these two in a rematch?
No, they
Smart. I think
Smart.
they almost guaranteed this would happen.
But what about a Final Four? Are they all still alive? It could be wrong. Are UConn and South Carolina still alive? I assume they are.
UConn is. Didn't South Carolina? Oh no, South Carolina is too. They are too.
All right, so imagine this.
I think it's smart
UConn-
because
Imagine the
UConn
Final Four of
plays-
UConn, South Carolina, LSU, Iowa.
But it's good though because UConn plays USC tonight, and USC they have like this girl Juju Watkins, who's like
Watkins.
they think is gonna be like the next big women's star. She's already a big star, having a great season. So
because dude,
I think they see
the
either way, it's
chances
a good.
that LSU and Iowa are going to play again in the finals or Final Four was way hard because I think the teams are better this year. LSU's a 3 seed. Like it wasn't like they were like
UConn's a 3 too.
yeah, they weren't like they were
USC's
dominant.
the one.
I think that. Do you think that this gets more ratings than than the national championship?
If it's UConn,
Women's
NC
national.
State, I could see especially with a 9:00 start.
Say it again.
If it's NC State, Alabama, 1,000.
No. I'm sorry. I'm talking about
Just in
the
general?
national championship for the women's.
Yeah,
Will this game have more viewers than that one?
I think it depends upon situation.
If Iowa makes it or LSU makes it, either one makes it. The winner of this game makes
Well,
it.
that depends. If it's UConn, Purdue, no. But if it's Purdue, Bama.
No,
Saying the women's national title game.
Yes, I understand what you're saying.
Talk about the men's.
I'm saying Purdue guy.
You keep saying Purdue and fucking Alabama.
Because the men's ratings will go down.
I don't give a fuck about the men's ratings. I'm not asking that.
You're asking if the women's could be more than the men's.
No, I'm not.
Not.
What are you asking?
If it,
Asking if this game will have more ratings than
the women's.
the women's national title game, who we obviously don't know who's going to be in it yet.
Holy shit.
It's a decent question.
I know. I'm not answering that.
I'll flip it.
Next time.
I thought if it was more, it could be more than the championship.
Holy
than the men's.
shit.
You really ought to talk to
It
someone.
has no. It has no chance of eclipsing the men's.
There's no chance.
I think this game tonight is going to get the closest it can come. Is the game today?
Roll Tide.
No, it won't even have. It won't even have any chance.
And he's like,
I'll have no chance.
Don't hurt anybody.
Men's, but you are.
Roll Tide.
Listen to the question.
Christ.
4 times I said it.
You were about to put everything on the line for something you misheard.
Yes.
You had that look in your eye, man.
Purdue.
Yeah.
Purdue.
Listen,
I can't believe the third time. I thought
Just
I
want
was
people
going
to listen to
crazy.
me.
That
That's
he
why I
was
tried
like-
to. I tried to be the middleman and clarify. And he still was looking at me like I had 10 heads.
Did you hear Dukes? So you should talk to somebody.
It's from The Departed. You really ought to talk to someone.
they talk too slow. They talk too slow. Yeah, I think it could eclipse it.
Got a chance.
I think it will. I think this will have the bigger ratings than the national championship.
Yeah, but if it's
The women's.
Iowa, UConn, that's a hell of a match.
That's. I think that could.
I don't know. I don't know the bracket.
Yeah, but
Top of my head.
storylines are just, I think, so much.
I think if Iowa
Bigger.
loses, I think
Yeah.
Iowa loses tonight. This
Well,
will be the biggest.
It's a Monday
Isn't
night.
South Carolina like undefeated though? So like
They
if
are.
that happens, maybe that could happen.
I'm pretty sure in their Elite Eight game or whatever it is, they're like 11, 12 point favorites.
This is a big one. Big one.
There's good storylines. I mean, like I agree with everything you said, Marty. But it is like you could have like Paigey buckets, like Beckers, like playing for UConn, being like UConn getting back. They haven't won in a minute, right?
Yeah, they're a 3 seed.
Right. You have
Not even,
that. You have like South Carolina's just like pretty sure that
They're undefeated.
Yeah, they're like the
Undefeated.
heavy favorites.
No, for sure. I'm
They
just
are.
saying, like
They are.
for the public though, like this is the bigger. game.
Kaden Clark has to
Yeah,
be
'cause what
involved
if
in the
it's-
game for it to be.
Yeah, like no one, like you got to be honest. These two are huge stories. The best thing that happened in women's basketball in quite some time. I just think that's going to be bigger than even if the U.S. like if South Carolina's undefeated.
Right.
Like I still think it's going to be bigger.
One devil's advocate though. Nobody would you have said that going into last year's national championship, right? LSU versus Iowa. Before that like happened, nobody really knew. I don't know. I think publicly, no one really cared about LSU as much as like Iowa. They tuned in for Caitlin Clark.
For sure, but
So like
that's
that
why
could happen with like a South Carolina again, or are you saying like tonight it should be like double the viewers that it was last
I
year?
think it's just gonna be double because
Okay.
even like casuals will be like,
Yeah.
oh, that's that girl that was like fought and went like this in front of her face, and like, and Caitlin Clark is like, if
Her
you,
profile has grown so much in the last year.
so much.
Angel
more.
Reese has become huge. Like she's huge too.
Even for like Flau'jae Johnson. and,
Yeah,
like,
she's a rapper.
yeah, like Haley.
She's the best player. No?
She's awesome.
Did you
she's
see
awesome.
one more thing on this game? Did you guys see that article that like I know Mulkey got accused of like weighing players in front of like the locker room to like shame like the gay thing, all that. But like, did you see the maybe the LA Times? They were talking about like Iowa versus LSU is like good versus evil, like
Yeah.
debutantes or something versus like,
Debutantes.
like it
Dude,
was
Caitlin Clark's becoming evil.
right, and like Haley Van.
She's starting to turn a corner where it's like she's screaming at people like,
Hey, don't say a word about potential player on our team here.
well, she's gonna suck. She can't shoot threes on our team.
She can do whatever she wants. You can shoot three, you just gotta make them. You can't miss it.
I did see that tweet. That was very funny. You can shoot threes, but
You can
miss
make
them, you're
yeah,
done.
yeah.
but
not allowed to miss
You can
it.
make as many threes as you want. Just
That's
can't
a
miss
big
any.
one. What time is that game tonight?
8:30.
Okay. No, what time's her game?
I think
7:15.
What time's our game?
Coach only cares about
Our game?
Coach
No,
only
that's
cares about
awesome.
our game.
That's awesome,
Crazy.
Clever. Don't that was
I like that,
wrong.
That was awesome.
I thought he said our game. No.
No.
Am I wrong?
No, I
So
think
what time is that game?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
7:15.
All right, perfect. That's
I'm legitimately excited for the game.
yeah.
Me too.
It's gonna be just tension from like the opening tip to the. It's gonna be awesome. 2
I have
point
spread.
spread. Two.
Two.
LSU +2.
I have one question for you, but I don't know if we'll ever spend time on this week. What do you think about the Final Four times? I, for some reason, feel like you have a gripe with it.
What is it?
Not really.
It's 6:09 and 8:49.
No, I
I
think
think that's
kinda
every
perfect.
year, right?
It's basically it's every year.
On a Saturday night, you could deal with that.
That's not bad.
Also, I mean,
Well, I didn't know, like,
in local
Phoenix-
time, it'll be
It'll
three
be
and
way. It'll be way
three
earlier.
and whatever.
Yeah,
it is,
yeah.
No, it was it. It's 2 hours, Arizona.
I think
Yes.
3. It's only
it's
2 or 3,
They
depending on
don't do
daylight savings.
daylight savings, so
Yeah.
it's
Oh
2
no
now.
shit! I thought it was
Yeah.
3.
Yeah,
well,
clocks
whatever.
go back.
Yep.
Dude,
Clocks do be going back.
All right. That's Pick Central. Catch you tomorrow.